Hey everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge podcast, episode number 131, and as always, thank you so much for joining me today and listening in. If you are new, welcome and check out some of the other episodes on the page. All episodes are available on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music, so make sure you are subscribed so you can get notified for a new episode every Tuesday. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook at the SkyLounge. Stalk me on Snapchat at DA13IG5UNG. Let's get started. Okay. Topic of the week, the cumbersome albatross of the doting kin family. So for those of you who don't know or have ignored my fervent, talking over the last few weeks, I had family over for about a month. Just my aunt and cousin, so we had four ladies, we had three ladies in the house. Four including myself. So, hey, mid-February till yesterday. That was kind of the whole deal with me as of the last month. And, I won't lie to you. Having family over was a blast and also a chore. The last time family from Korea visited, I didn't drive because I knew my dad would handle that shit. Well, since he's not here as in, not, gone for cigarettes and never coming back shit, he's dead. God, that took a really awkward turn. But hey, my whole point is driving around is never really a problem, but to be quite frank, I enjoy it, simultaneously, it does kind of wear you out. Driving's fun, it's nice, it settles your brain, settles your mind, but gets a little cumbersome at times. And I did, however, use my family as an excuse to book a cheap trip to Seattle for 4 people, so can't complain about that. Having family over may be a bit of a chore, but hey, you can use them as an excuse to do certain shit you normally wouldn't. And so, obviously, I talked about the Seattle trip last week on the SoundCloud episode. Just podcast episode, really, 130. So, I don't know why I have to, be all fucking specific and shit about certain things. I guess it's under the presumption that people don't know what the fuck they're doing. And I guess that's kind of a good thing, although some people think I'm being overly pretentious. But that's enough self-assessment shit, all right? The point is, I used my family as an excuse to go to Seattle. That sounds really fucked up if I say it like that, but at the same time, hey, it worked. We went to Seattle, $1,000. $1,000 for 4 tickets and a lovely home via Airbnb for 5 days. Seriously, bang for your fucking buck right there. Couldn't complain about the trip. Had an absolute blast. Remember, I talked about it last week. Ate a shit ton of food. Got real fucking high. Had a great fucking time. It was absolutely brilliant. But, when you're in this easy mode, in this mental mode of taking everything easy, not overly aggressive on certain things, in terms of things like this, the podcast, the writing, the dream, right? The dream. Easy mode is the killer of productivity. Obviously is. Smoking too much weed. Getting too fucking drunk. Relaxing too goddamn hard. It's a killer of productivity. That's easy mode. And I know I've said consistency with the sports ball writing and reviewing, but I won't lie. I kind of impeded myself over the last month or so. Yes, I have family over, but I also use that as an excuse to just lazy around for most of this shit. And, of course, the biggest devil of all, weed. I don't play dumb to this shit. I know I smoke too much. I know weed has a really detrimental effect on my psyche, at least. And especially for the physiological aspect of myself, it forces me to just want to eat food at an excess rate. And here's the thing. I know I've said the same regurgitated shit over and over again. But this is, I guess, my own way of self-defense. This is my own self-assessment, figuring out what the fuck is wrong. Who hurt you? Me, motherfucker, me. I heard me. That's kind of a self-saboteur that way, man. But here's the thing. You ask yourself, you have to honestly sit yourself down and ask yourself, what's the plan now? All this shit. You said once family's gone, you're going to get your priorities straight. So what's the plan now? I honestly don't want to be this guy. Right? I don't want to be this guy who makes the same Groundhog Day mistakes over and fucking over again. And this fucking cycle of constantly recognizing the flaw but doing nothing about it kind of guy, right? Being in that cycle is destructive. And yeah, I mean, I guess I do marginal things to better myself, but long haul, it just doesn't seem like it. And I'm a very impatient person, so I always like seeing palpable results. And what I've been seeing lately has been just the opposite of that. What I've been seeing from myself has been nothing but really just lackluster work on all fronts. And I guess the main thing, really, because of all this self-beating, and it's not really self-deprecation at this point. It's really self-critiquing myself. And really, I guess the main thing that's been out of the loop for me personally over the last month, it's not the family thing. It's been a stable schedule. And yes, obviously, when you're unemployed, stable schedule is kind of an oxymoron because you have all fucking day to yourself, and if you don't plan shit out, you are in the midst of chaos and nothing. And seriously, because my family's gone, I feel like I owe it to myself to just get back on track, do what I gotta do. And I've said this so many fucking times. I feel like I've said this shit so many times. It's like a fucking redux at this point. Redux of the song's shitty brain. That's mostly what this channel is now. And really, once or twice every year, whilst I've been doing this, I always have this kind of existential crisis kind of thing, right? I have this kind of mental breakdown specifically for the podcast and thinking, oh my God, what if I don't want to do this anymore? It's not, and here's the thing, it's not down to the fact of what I care about what other people think. Now it's just what happens if I stop caring? What happens if I stop giving a shit? I guess that's the kind of penultimate fear for me. But at the same time, there's also another kind of different fear where indifference is also another thing. I guess they're one and the same, right? They are one and the same. And really, as of these last few episodes, man, I know I haven't been the more eloquent version of myself. I haven't been the more uplifting, more focused version of myself. And to be fair, I haven't been. I've been trying to figure this shit out. I can use family as an excuse, yes, but it's me, motherfucker. It's me. It's not you. It's me. So we're going to figure this shit out, boys and girls. But ultimately, let me leave you with this. Family visits are great, but it also gets pretty fucking tiring despite having a lot of fun. Right? So guys, treat your family nicely. You only got one family. Sometimes your family members might be shit, but at the end of the day, they're family. They're blood. Right? Treat them with respect. You only have one family. Unless you make family, which I've talked about multiple times, and have fun with whatever family you got, man. Live your life how you want to. Fuck, man, this is just one guy's opinion. I don't know why I'm getting so defensive. It may be because this episode isn't even 10 minutes. It might be by the end, but I'm telling you, boys and girls, this is why I want you to heed my warning. Next week on the SCY-Lounge, sports ball filled episode will be out on Saturday. Finger the fuck out of that follow, subscribe button. Otherwise, you guys are whores. Just kidding. Live your life how the fuck you want. But new episode will be out on Saturday. I promise. I know I'm chuckling when I'm saying that, but I swear to you, I'm going to get this fucking episode out by Saturday. Sports ball, new topic of the week, new movie to review, new writing, new album to review. Guys, stick with me. All right? Bear with me. We're like the shitty marriage. My dick doesn't go up right now in this marriage, but we're going to get some ED pills. We're going to get shit fucking figured out. All right, folks. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Make sure you're subscribed on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Music for a new episode every Tuesday. Make sure to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook at The SCY-Lounge. Stalk me on Snapchat at DA13IG5UNG. Now fuck off.